Welcome folks to WWE 2K17 Universe Mode. My name is Kaisah Wrestling, and of course we're coming to you tonight with Monday Night Raw. And after last week's Monday Night Raw, we have a lot of material to cover here tonight. And of course, that is the man that everybody's demanding answers from. Everybody wants to know why Chris Jericho got involved in that match last week between Owens and Reigns. Now, I've been asked this question for the last week. Why, Chris Jericho? Why have you decided to put your nose in the situation with Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and the WWE Universal Championship? Well, the answer is pretty simple. The answer is because I want Kevin Owens to be the new man around here. So without further ado, I'm going to ask him to come out here tonight for all of you. Well, here comes the #1 contender for the WWE Universal Championship. And that right there is Kevin Owens, as he's all smiles today after he got a victory over Roman Reigns last week, thanks to the help of Chris Jericho. And Kevin Owens, I mean, he was looking pretty good in that match. Kevin Owens was looking pretty dominant. You have to think that Owens was probably going to win even without Jericho's help. But Chris Jericho came out last week to make sure that Kevin Owens won that match with no problems at all. As Roman Reigns, we've yet to really hear what he had to say about the whole situation. But we're going to see if Jericho and Owens could shed some light on what's been going on lately. Chris, I just want to thank you. I want to thank you for being one of the only people in the locker room to understand that we are tired of seeing that Shield scumbag Seth Rollins as the WWE Universal Champion. And I know that you made the right decision in having my back last week against Roman Reigns, even though I'm guaranteed a shot against Rollins at Payback. It is good to know that I have somebody in the locker room who is going to have my back at all times. Owens, you're a fellow Canadian just like myself, and I see a little bit of myself in you every single time you enter that ring. So when I saw you facing Roman Reigns, I just had to come out and offer my gratitude, offer my hand in help, because I know when you're facing Seth Rollins, you're not facing just one person. You're potentially facing the whole Shield, because all of them are criminals and crooks. And that is what I've been trying to tell everybody here in the WWE Universe who continues to cheer on Seth Rollins and saying that he is a fighting champion. Seth Rollins is the furthest thing from a fighting champion. He cannot fight his own battles, and that is why he had Roman Reigns try to injure me last week by spearing me in the middle of this ring. But I'm going to tell you something, Rollins. Now I have backup, and now I have somebody's help, so the score is tied. Kevin Owens, I probably want more than anybody for you to win that Universal Championship, because I think it's time for some change to happen here on the red brand. I am tired of seeing Seth Rollins with the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, and I'm tired of having the Shield run things here on our show. This could become our show if we put our minds together, and that is why I offered my help. Dean Ambrose cheated at Extreme Rules, and I know you could help me with that. Chris, Dean Ambrose is not even a problem. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be facing Dean Ambrose later on tonight in a one-on-one match, and he's going to be nothing but a warm-up for my title match against Seth Rollins. It is going to be my job to take out all members of the Shield, because they are nothing more than behemoths. They are nothing more than immature imbeciles. They are savages, and they need to get run out of Monday Night Raw. Jericho and Kevin Owens pretty much made it a deal that they're going to have each other's back. Will Chris Jericho come out in Kevin Owens' corner at Payback in that match against Seth Rollins? Well, we have a huge main event for you guys today, as Finn Balor will be taking on Gallows and Anderson, two members of the club. Will Kenny Omega come out and make his presence known? We will find out in our main event on Monday Night Raw. So much more to come. We actually have something pretty interesting for you guys set up today. This right here is a #1 contenders match to find out who's going to face the Raw Tag Team Champions, the New Day, at the Payback pay-per-view. Now, normally we see #1 contenders matches performed in a 2-on-2 match, but Raw manager Mick Foley wanted to do something a little bit differently today. He's setting up a 6-man battle royal, having six representatives from 6 different tag teams in this match, and the winner of this match will be the team to take on the New Day. It's a little bit kind of confusing to understand, but basically we're gonna have 6 men. All 6 men are members of teams. The winner of this battle royal will take their team into Payback to face the New Day. There you go. That's a little bit easier to understand. I'm sorry for being bad at explaining things, but we have Big Cass here, obviously representing the team of Enzo and Cass. So there was a coin toss to pretty much decide which members of which team will be in this match, and Big Cass looks ready to go, as we got 6 different members of 6 different tag teams. All tag teams very talented in their way, and here comes Fernando from the Los Matadores, as the fans really not giving him a standing ovation, because Fernando and Diego, the 2 Matadors, have pretty much had a lot of bad things to say about the universe, and they pretty much said that they don't need them at all, that they're pretty much all about being mean and making green, kind of like Gallows and Anderson. They will not be taking part of this match because they have a big match against Finn Balor to get ready for in the main event, as it's going to be Balor taking on Gallows and Anderson, 2/3 of the club. So we're going to find out maybe if Kenny Omega will get himself involved as well, as those 2 will be facing off at Payback. But here comes Fernando. Who else is going to be in this battle royal? I kind of like the idea of Mick Foley trying to change up the competition here on Raw. And I think this is going to be the Celtic Warrior Sheamus, who's going to be representing the team of Sheamus and Cesaro. Very talented tag team. They lost to the club in the mini tag team tournament to decide who will face the New Day at Extreme Rules. Of course, Gallows and Anderson were not successful. The New Day still your Raw Tag Team Champions. So a lot of things going on here on Raw. As we heard, Kevin Owens will be going one-on-one with Dean Ambrose. And we haven't really had a lot of feedback regarding the Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose #1 contenders match at Payback. But here comes R-Truth, of course, representing the Golden Truth, trying to get the WWE Universe behind him right now. There's R-Truth, and Goldust have not really been in the title picture for a little while, so this battle royal could be crucial for R-Truth and the Golden Truth as a unit. So the fans liking what they're seeing so far. We're about to see a pretty incredible match unfold. We have a pretty incredible Raw unfolding. As who's coming out with this theme, and I really don't even know who this is. Oh, would you look at that? This is Drew Galloway, one of the ex-TNA superstars, and he is here tonight, part of the team of the Chosen Ones, featuring himself and Mike Bennett. These 2 have made a little bit of a stable between themselves. So this could be a really big pick to win this match. I didn't even know Drew Galloway was going to be here tonight. Well, Drew Galloway is looking right down the ring at his competition, and he's not even acknowledging the fans to his left and right. This right here could be a big difference maker in the career of Drew Galloway. As who's going to be representing the Dudleys tonight? I think it is going to be Devon Dudley representing himself and Bubba Ray. We also saw the Dudley boys in that little mini tournament trying to decide who was going to be the #1 contender at Extreme Rules. We have some amazing tag team representatives in this match. I think Mick Foley struck gold with this match, as Devon Dudley making his way to the ring, as we're going to get this battle royal going for you guys. So we have 6 different teams represented here. We have Enzo and Cass, the Golden Truth. We have the Chosen Ones, the Los Matadors, the Dudley Boys, and Sheamus and Cesaro. So who is going to be the man to take home the #1 contender spot for their team? Well, you have to think that all the other members of the tag team that didn't make it into this battle royal is really putting the pressure on their tag team partner, because if they're the representative for their team and they get thrown over the top rope, they lose an opportunity for the whole team to get a #1 contender spot. So there's a lot of pressure on the shoulders of all these superstars. Drew Galloway making his first appearance on Monday Night Raw. And him and Mike Bennett, we already know how talented they are from their days in the Total Nonstop Action Impact Wrestling brand. And now R-Truth tossing Sheamus over the top rope. So Raw has really been a cracker of a show for the last couple of weeks, as last week we found out Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins will be going one-on-one for the Universal Championship at the Payback pay-per-view. Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns in a #1 contenders match. We have Finn Balor taking on Kenny Omega, and we also have the Raw Women's Champion Charlotte facing Alicia Fox. So a really good Raw card so far, and we're going to find out another additional match to the Payback card on Raw's behalf tonight, as Devon Dudley trying to eliminate Big Cass on the left side of your screen. As now Galloway has been fireman's carry pretty much everybody in this match, as Fernando trying to make an upset eliminating Sheamus, and I don't think that's going to happen. Devon Dudley dropping down Big Cass with a suplex. Not a lot of men have been able to suplex the 7-foot certified G. So I'm trying to look at the rivals in this match, who everybody's going after, and it looks like Galloway is going after R-Truth, Fernando's going after Sheamus, and Big Cass and Devon Dudley have been towing at it. So this is a very interesting match. Now look at that. Fernando just revealing the turnbuckle in the right side of the ring, and there goes a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker there onto Sheamus. Fernando with an attempted elbow, and Sheamus moving out of the way. R-Truth is having a hard time trying to fend off Drew Galloway on the other side of the screen, and now here comes Big Cass. Will he get rid of Devon Dudley? Will Sheamus get rid of Fernando? Who will be the first man out of this battle royal? And I thought Fernando was about to be out of here, and Devon also fending off Big Cass. So this right here is an opportunity for a brand new team to possibly get a match against the New Day, as we saw Gallows and Anderson try to take the championships away from the New Day at Extreme Rules, as Kenny Omega was in their corner for that match. And we also had Xavier Woods in the corner for the New Day, and there goes Big Cass. That is a surprising first elimination in this match. I was thinking Big Cass would probably take the victory. As now Sheamus picking up Fernando, and there goes a fall away slam. As now R-Truth trying to get rid of Drew Galloway. Devon Dudley kind of just spotting the action in the middle of the ring. As now I think R-Truth and Devon Dudley are going to try to eliminate Drew Galloway, because Galloway is probably the biggest threat in this match along with Sheamus. Will they be able to take the chosen ones out of the title picture? Is now Galloway able to fend off R-Truth and Devon, and now the rivalry between Fernando and Sheamus just continues, as they have not left each other's side. As now Fernando was attempting that heel kick onto Sheamus, and Sheamus now has Fernando up, and there goes a rolling senton. It's now Galloway trying to eliminate Truth, but Truth has been able to hang on, and I think Sheamus got a little bit too comfortable with Fernando, as he tossed him over the top rope, and he was able to hang on. I'm still kind of stuck on the fact that Big Cass was the first one eliminated. I know that's not going to do so well with Enzo Amore in the back, but Big Cass did his best. I mean, he's dealing with a lot of competition, and there goes Fernando getting dumped over the top rope by Sheamus. So there goes the Los Matadores' chance of becoming the Raw Tag Team Champions. As now we're down to 4. We're down to Truth, Galloway, Devon Dudley, and Sheamus. Will Devon be able to unrail the Celtic Warrior? He's been very impressive lately. And Sheamus just got eliminated by Devon Dudley. Well, Devon Dudley has been on a roll in this match. He eliminated Big Cass and Sheamus, probably one of the two biggest threats. And now there goes Devon about to deliver the elbow onto Drew Galloway. As now I think if Devon eliminates Drew Galloway, that will give him an opportunity to face off against R-Truth one-on-one and maybe win this match. Will the Dudley boys be able to win this match and get into a #1 contenders spot? Well, the New Day watching very closely. You could tell that all of these teams would be a great competition for the New Day. As now Drew Galloway tossing Devon Dudley over the top rope, and R-Truth picking up the pieces, eliminating Dudley. Devon Dudley with 2 impressive eliminations in this match, but he was not able to get the job done as R-Truth drops Galloway with a Russian leg sweep. How good would it be for Galloway to make his debut on Monday Night Raw and get a victory for himself and Mike Bennett? Those two will be going to Payback thanks to Galloway's great performance here in his debut, and now R-Truth just driving Galloway into the mat. Well, it's easier said than done, because R-Truth is not going to let this happen. R-Truth is delivering everything he can to eliminate Drew Galloway from this match and possibly get a shot for the Golden Truth. They have not really blasted off into the atmosphere just yet. As right now, there goes a shoulder breaker onto Drew Galloway. That right there is going to hurt the pectoral muscle. And now, oh wow, an elbow from the top rope by Truth. Truth looking very good. Will he be able to eliminate Galloway from this match? Another face buster. Drew Galloway is in trouble. If he does not get back into this match, Truth may be able to toss him over the top rope, and he'll be too fatigued to even counter. As now there goes R-Truth tossing Galloway over the top. R-Truth may eliminate Galloway, and Galloway with a headbutt into the ring. R-Truth, which is not enough to get rid of one half of the Chosen Ones. It's now Truth just staring at Galloway. I think that was a huge mistake by R-Truth. He just let Galloway get right back into the ring, and this could cost him. A jawbreaker to Galloway and a jawbreaker back to Truth. The former TNA World Heavyweight Champion slugging out on Truth, and that last shot just busted him open. Who's going to take the W for this match? And now Galloway trying to rake the eyes of Truth, but Truth not having it. He's continuing to deliver that smash mouth street fighting style. And now, will this be enough? But no, R-Truth still not able to eliminate Galloway. Now Truth trying to push off. Galloway may be in trouble, and R-Truth almost eliminating Galloway right there. I thought R-Truth was going to get the shot for the Golden Truth, but that's not going to be enough. It's Galloway tossing R-Truth over, R-Truth hanging on. What a match between the two superstars right now. Who wants this opportunity more? Will it be Truth or will it be Galloway? Galloway is in trouble, and R-Truth and the Golden Truth will be going to Payback to face the New Day for the Raw Tag Team Championships. I cannot believe what I am seeing right now, guys. R-Truth and Goldust will be getting the opportunity thanks to R-Truth eliminating Drew Galloway. I know that's not going to sit so well with the Chosen Ones. But there you have it. So we have another monumental match for Payback. It's going to be the Golden Truth facing the New Day. Will the Golden Truth be able to take the Raw Tag Team titles away from the champions who've been super impressive? What a 6-man battle royal, and congratulations to R-Truth. Hopefully him and Goldust will bring their A-game to Payback and be able to derail the amazing reign of the New Day. Welcome guys back to Monday Night Raw. And it's going to be Dean Ambrose taking on the #1 contender for the Universal Championship. As here comes Ambrose walking right down the aisle. He knows he's going to be in for a fight today. But wait a minute. That's Roman Reigns. He has a steel chair. What is this? No way. Roman Reigns is in pursuit of Ambrose. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. That is Roman Reigns with that steel chair. We know these two are going to be facing off at Payback. Ambrose doesn't even know it. And Roman Reigns with a steel chair shot to Ambrose. What the hell has gotten into Roman Reigns? Reigns now picking up the pieces, just beating the life out of Dean Ambrose. And Dean Ambrose was expecting to be in a match with Kevin Owens. I cannot believe what I'm seeing, but Dean Ambrose fighting back with a jawbreaker and then a DDT. He's not gonna lay down to Roman Reigns, but Roman Reigns is Ambrose's friend. What the hell is going on here? Ever since the general manager made that announcement, you had to guess that Roman Reigns wants this opportunity, and he's going to stop at nothing to get it. As now Ambrose and Reigns towing at it in the middle of the ring, as Ambrose just stomping a mud hole into Reigns. He's not even letting him get up. Reigns with an attempted assault onto Dean Ambrose, but he is not going to take that lion down. Ambrose continuing the beatdown. And I think Ambrose is super confused right now. He doesn't even know why the hell Reigns is out here. But he's going to keep fighting. He's not going to stay down because he knows if he gives Roman Reigns the opportunity, he's going to capitalize. And there goes a drop kick as Reigns goes into the referee. And Dean Ambrose stopping the assault for now. Well, I'm still trying to figure out what the hell we just witnessed with Roman Reigns. He just came out here and blatantly tried to attack Dean Ambrose. And these two aren't even rivals. These two are friends. So this right here is just showing you what an opportunity at the WWE Universal Championship will do between two people. But nonetheless, we are here for our main event, as that right there is the Demon King, Finn Balor. As we know, Finn Balor will be going one-on-one with Kenny Omega at the Payback pay-per-view. But tonight, Finn Balor has a chance to get some momentum on his side, but it's not going to be an easy task for Balor because he has to face Gallows and Anderson all by himself. So I don't know what is going to happen for Finn Balor. I don't know if he'll be able to overcome this obstacle because we still don't even know if Kenny Omega is going to come out here tonight and make it impossible for Balor to win this match. But Finn Balor looking ever so confident for a man who knows that he has to go 1-on-2 against one of the scariest tag teams of all time in Gallows and Anderson. Well, guys, we have a confirmed main event for next week on Raw, as the WWE Universal Champion Seth Rollins will be returning to take on the team of... Oh wait, hold that thought right there. We have the Club right now coming to the ring. We cannot sleep on the Club at all. These two men look absolutely mean and ready to go. As right now I was trying to look out for Kenny Omega to see if he was going to come out with these two men. But it looks like Gallows and Anderson are going to do it without their leader tonight. Would they be able to get the job done? As I was saying, I'm sorry that I cut off that main event. Next week, the WWE Universal Champion Seth Rollins will be coming back to team up with Dean Ambrose to take on the team of Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho. Because after what we heard just a couple of hours ago, there was a unification between Owens and Jericho and Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins wants some revenge on both of these men because he feels that Chris Jericho is going to get involved to try to cost him the championship. So maybe Rollins will get an opportunity to put Jericho out of the picture. But here we go. It's main event time. Finn Balor is looking prepared to go one-on-one with Anderson, and Gallows is also there. So this is a 2-on-1 handicap match. So if you guys are just tuning in to the show, it's going to be Balor taking on Gallows and Anderson. He is starting out the match for Carl Anderson. So this right here has to be a little bit of an emotional trip for Finn Balor because as we mentioned at Extreme Rules, Finn Balor used to be the leader of the Club, and then it was called the Bullet Club, and it was Finn Balor pretty much in charge of Gallows and Anderson, and those three were running chaos in New Japan Pro Wrestling. But ever since Finn Balor moved here to WWE, he's kind of had a change of heart. He didn't want to be that man that pretty much stole victories and had everybody work for him. So Kenny Omega was basically taking shots at Balor in Extreme Rules, saying, "You are not the man you used to be. Finn Balor, you used to be a dangerous man. You used to be a heartless man. You used to be a man that was ready for combat at any time. But now you're kind of just hiding behind this new leaf of a persona." So Finn Balor did not take that very lightly. He told Kenny Omega, just because he doesn't have people doing his deeds doesn't mean that he can't get the deeds done on his own. And Finn Balor has been very impressive. He's a former NXT champion. He's done it all. Finn Balor has been around the world, and he has fought in some high-profile matches and has been able to get the victory. So Kenny Omega is not going to have an easy night at Payback. But as tonight goes for Finn Balor, he is not going to have an easy night because Gallows and Anderson are hell-bent to get the job done. They have absolutely no care in the world that Finn Balor is their former friend. They're just in it to make money. They're in it to please Kenny Omega. So Kenny Omega has not made an appearance tonight, and I don't think he will make an appearance tonight. So we already have a lot on the line for next week on Monday Night Raw. Hopefully we're going to get a story out of Roman Reigns speaking about his actions towards Dean Ambrose earlier on, attacking him with a steel chair. Luckily, Ambrose was able to come back from that beatdown and avoid any further injury. But I know for sure that Dean Ambrose, this is gonna mess with his head going into the Payback pay-per-view. And I honestly believe this is why the general manager, Mick Foley, decided to pit those two together. Because even though they are best friends, they need to be competitive because they're both in line for a future championship shot against either Seth Rollins or Kevin Owens after Payback. So Mick Foley just thought, hey, why not throw them into a match at Payback? And look, there's some miscalculation from Gallows and Anderson, as I think that suplex was intended for Balor, but instead it caught Anderson. And there goes a jackhammer-like sort of suplex, and now Anderson trying to grab the referee. He's not getting out of the ring, and I think that kind of angered Anderson a little bit, but Carl Anderson remembering the task at hand, and he knows he cannot get mad at Gallows right now, because if you think about it, Gallows and Anderson have always kind of been the worker bees in the flock. So I don't think that either of them feel like they could take on Finn Balor on their own, or maybe they can, but they definitely haven't proved it, because Anderson has lost to Balor in the past, and we have yet to see a one-on-one match between Gallows and Balor. So definitely leave a comment if you want to see that happen, a match between Finn Balor and Luke Gallows maybe in the future. Maybe not at a pay-per-view, but probably a main event of Raw or some sort. So much in store this week as WWE is taking the skies going towards the Payback pay-per-view. We have a monumental 205 Live planned for you guys. In the next episode, Brian Kendrick versus Lince Dorado. The NXT Championship Tournament semifinals will be commencing on the next episode of NXT. And we also have a lot more in store for you on SmackDown Live, as it's been absolute success in this universe mode. Very good storylines developing between all of these superstars, and now Gallows has something planned for Balor as he's picking up Balor, going down for a sit-down power bomb, planning the Demon King right down. Finn Balor came into this match knowing that it was not going to be easy. A 2-on-1 assault is never that easy. As Gallows with that Gallows bomb dropping down Finn Balor. Finn Balor better hope that he could still even make it to Payback after this beatdown he suffered at the hands of Gallows and Anderson. And he's going for it again. Drops Balor right down. That has to be it. Gallows and Anderson may have picked up the victory today over Finn Balor. And no, Finn Balor kicked out of that. Almost pleasing their leader right there. But Gallows not able to get the job done, so he tags back in Carl Anderson. Finn Balor has not moved ever since getting hit with that Gallows bomb, and now Anderson trying to pick up the pieces, going for the pinfall on Finn, and there goes a kick out there by Balor. So Finn Balor, he's been doing alright holding his own in this match, but you could definitely tell that the numbers game is starting to get to him as well. And not only is the numbers game messing with Finn Balor, but it's also the mental pressure, because I mean, Finn Balor has pretty much something to prove against Kenny Omega. We're going to find out who the better leader of the club really is at Payback, as now Finn Balor with that elevator DDT, dropping Anderson right down on his back. The back of Anderson's neck also catches some of that ring, as now Finn Balor planning on putting Anderson away right now. Coup de grace right on cue. Luke Gallows freaking out in his corner. This may be it, as Balor almost picking up the victory today over the club, but Anderson was able to kick out. That right there surprised me. I thought Anderson lost all of his air. Finn Balor hitting that coup de grace. Now Anderson trying to capitalize on Finn Balor's mistake. And that right there is what makes the club such a successful stable. They are so resilient and they are so tough. They came very close to taking the Raw Tag Team Championships away from the New Day at Extreme Rules. So Kenny Omega definitely has the best team in the world to deliver a beating to somebody. Finn Balor now trying to get back into this match, but the double teaming between Gallows and Anderson may just be too much for Finn Balor. As right now, Anderson grabbing Balor, Irish whipping him onto the ropes, and then elbows in stereo right there is dropping Finn Balor. It was a smart idea for Anderson to tag in Gallows because Anderson, you could tell he's feeling the effects from that coup de grace. He lost a lot of air after that, but Gallows now with the uppercut, and now Finn Balor responding with a kick. And now here comes the Demon King trying to come back into this match. The former NXT champion with a sling blade to Gallows. Anderson trying to route Gallows back into this match. The WWE Universe trying to route Balor in here. What a main event it has been so far on Monday Night Raw. It's now Gallows getting picked apart. Is Finn Balor about to deliver that dropkick into the corner with success? Luke Gallows is in a world of trouble, and Finn Balor feeling the pain in his abdomen. He needs to capitalize right now. This right here is Finn Balor's opportunity to put the club away and deliver a message to Kenny Omega. I think Finn Balor was attempting to deliver maybe a brainbuster to Gallows, but he was too far away to get the job done. Is now Gallows about to pick up Balor. Snap suplex there onto the Demon King. There goes the cover onto Finn Balor. Gallows may have it here or no, and a kick out by Balor. And now Luke Gallows tagging back in Carl Anderson. I don't know how smart of an idea that was. I mean, Anderson got hit by the coup de grace. Gallows got hit by that dropkick in the corner, but that's a lot easier to recover from than a coup de grace. As now here comes Balor grabbing the leg of Anderson, dragging him to the floor. This right here is a very impressive showcase of talent by Finn Balor, as he's been able to fend off the club on his own. Not able to get the job done just yet, but he's definitely doing the best he can. And an attempted German suplex, and Anderson sees it coming with a takedown to Finn. This has been a really hard competition for Finn Balor, as now there goes the landslide by Anderson. Will this be enough to put him away? As Anderson now poised in the corner for something big here. He's going to be going for that drop kick to Balor, and now delivers it. He gets all of it, and that busts open Finn Balor, but not able to get the cover. Is now Anderson looking to go for that cutter. Will this be enough to put Balor away, and drives him into the mat? The numbers game just too much for Finn Balor today. The blood coming down the face of Balor, and Balor kicks out. What in the world do we just witness? Finn Balor able to kick out of Anderson's best move. And now here comes Gallows again. It's Finn Balor now just getting tortured by the club. I don't know if it was a smart idea for Balor to kick out after that cutter. He should have just saved this match for another day. It's now Gallows trying to pick up the pieces. He's trying to put Balor away. Now Gallows picking up Balor. Finn Balor able to counter, and there goes a German suplex, creating some separation between himself and Anderson. And now here goes Balor with the attempted cover onto Luke Gallows, and the giant Gallows kicks out with authority. Gallows and Anderson have delivered one hell of a beatdown to Finn Balor, but Balor is still in it. He is still fighting. Drives Gallows into the mat with an inverted DDT. Anderson making sure that Gallows does not mess this up for the club. They have a job to pursue, and Kenny Omega needs to be smiling from ear to ear right now, just watching the club torture Balor. This right here may not be good news for Finn, as now Gallows picks up Balor again and drops him down with another Gallows bomb. And that right there has to be the end for the Demon King. He has nothing left, as the club pick up the victory today. They're not it. Balor with a valiant effort, but Gallows and Anderson were just too much for Finn Balor to handle today, as Kenny Omega definitely got his wish, as the club put one hell of a beatdown onto Finn Balor. Well, you have to give some credit to Finn Balor, as he tried his best. He gave everything he could, but it was just not enough. As Gallows and Anderson definitely earning their paycheck today on Monday Night Raw. But will they play a factor in the match at Payback when Kenny Omega goes one-on-one with Finn Balor? I am very impressed with Finn Balor, though, because honestly this showed you that Finn Balor has everything it takes to go one-on-one with Kenny Omega. He definitely has the balls, he has the skill, and he has the guts. So even though Balor suffered a loss to the club, it was one-on-two. So you have to give Balor a little bit of credit for lasting this long. But it was Gallows and Anderson delivering the final blow. So that right there is Monday Night Raw for you guys. We hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe to Kaisah Wrestling. We'll be coming to you next time with 205 Live.